So I stopped at a Jack in the Box on the way here, and the girl behind the counter goes, "Hiya, you having an awesome day?" Not, "How are you doing today?" No, "Are you having an awesome day?" Which is pretty shitty, because it puts the onus on me to disagree with her, like if I'm not having an awesome day, and suddenly I'm the negative one. But when the girl in the Jack in the Box asked me if I'm having an awesome day, I thought, well, today I'm actually allowed to feel shitty, today I have a good reason. So I said to her, well, my mom died. She immediately burst into tears. So now I'm comforting her, which is annoying. And meanwhile, there's a line of people forming behind me who are giving me these real judgy looks because I just made the girl in the Jack in the Box cry. And she apologizes and offers me a free churro. And as I'm leaving, I think, I just got a free churro because my mom died. No one ever tells you when your mom dies, you get a free churro. Anyway, I'm sorry, it's not part of the, okay, here we go. Let's do this, let's go. Here I am, Bojack Horseman, giving a eulogy. All right, let's do it. Beatrice Horseman, who was she? What was her deal? Well, she was a horse. She was born in 1938, died in 2018. One time she went to a parade, and one time I watched her finish an entire cigarette with one long inhale. Watched her do it. Truly remarkable woman. But that's all I have to say about her. I mean, no point in beating a dead horse, right? So what now? What do you think, Mom? You got any ideas? Anything? No? Nothing to contribute? Knock once if you're proud of me. Sorry about the closed casket, by the way. She wanted an open casket, but she's dead now, so who cares what she wants? No, that sounded bad. I'm sorry. I think that if she were to see how she looked when she died, then she'd agree it's better this way. She kind of looked like this. Yeah. She kind of looked like a pissed off toy dinosaur. The coroner couldn't even get her eyes closed. So now her face is kind of stuck in this mask of tremendous horror and anguish, or as my mother liked to call it, Tuesday. Here's a story. When I was a teenager, I performed a comedy routine at my high school talent show. There was this cool suit jacket that I wanted to wear because it would make me look like Albert Brooks. For months, I saved up for this jacket, but when I finally had enough and I went to the store, it was gone. Someone had just came in and bought it. So I went home and I told my mother, and she goes, "Let that be a lesson to you. Now, that's what good comes from wanting things." She was really good at dispensing life lessons, ones that always seemed to circle back to everything being my fault. But the day of the talent show, she had a surprise for me. She bought me the jacket. And even though she didn't know how to say it, I knew it meant that she loved me. Now that's a good story about my mother. It's not true, but it's a good story, right? I saw it on this episode of Maude that I saw when I was a kid when she was talking about her father. I remember watching it, thinking, that's the kind of story I want to tell about my parents when they die. But I don't have any stories like that. Everything I learned about being good, I know from TV. My mother did not go gentle into that good night. She went clawing and fighting and thrashing against the face. I was in the hospital with her those last few moments, and they were truly terrifying, full of nonsensical screams and cries, but there was this one moment, this one instant of strange calm where she looked up at me and she said, "I see you." That was the last thing she said to me. I see you. Not a statement of judgment or disappointment, just recognition that there's somebody else in the room. Hello there, you're a person and I see you. Let me tell you, it's a weird feeling at 54 years old to have your mom look at you for the first time and see you. And it's an odd realization to have, that that's the thing you've been wanting. The only thing you've been missing is to be seen. And it's not a feeling of relief to finally be seen. It just feels mean. Like, she knew what I wanted this whole time, but waited until the very last moment to give it to me. I was honestly expecting a little bit more cruelty. I thought she would give me, one more zinger before she went, like how I let her down, or how I was fat, how I'm stupid, or how I'm too tall to play an effective Lindy Hopper, how I'm needy and a burden and an embarrassment. So I was ready for all that. I wasn't ready for I see you. Only my mother would be lousy enough to swipe me with one last moment of connection before she leaves. But maybe, I'm giving her too much credit. Maybe it wasn't even about connection. But maybe it was. Maybe it was like an I see you, like, I see you. Like, I know who you have the rest of the world really fooled, but I know who you are. That probably would have been more of my mom's speed. Or maybe she literally just meant I see you, like, I see you, you are an object that has entered my field of vision. And, she was pretty far out of it at this point, Maybe we're dumb to try to pin significance on every little thing. Maybe when someone says, I see you, it just means I see you. Then again, it's possible that she wasn't even talking to me, because if we're being honest, she wasn't really looking at me, she was looking through me. I was the only other person in the room. I'm pretty sure she was talking to me, but again, she was so far gone at this point, I have no idea what she could have been seeing. Maybe she saw my dad. My dad died about 10 years ago from injuries he sustained during a duel. My entire life, my mother never said one nice thing to or about my father, but the day of his funeral, she said, "My husband is dead now and everything is worse." My husband is dead now and everything is worse. I don't know why she said that. Maybe she felt that's the kind of thing you have to say at a funeral. Maybe she wanted someone to say that about her when she died. My mother is dead now and everything is worse. The weird thing about both your parents being dead is that it means you're next. Well, I know obviously there's not like a wait line for dying. Any one of us could get killed by a Snapchatting teen at any moment. And you would think that actually knowing that would make us more adventurous and kind and forgiving, but it doesn't. It makes us small, and stupid, and petty. I actually had a near-death experience recently. I was doing a stunt and it went bad and I fell off a building. I'm an actor, I do my own stunts. I'm in this new show called Filbert. I'm Filbert, the star of the show. It's actually receiving a lot of Emmy buzz right now, even though it hasn't come out yet. Speaking of buzz. Yeah. Let's see here. So I'm supposed to take 2 of these every morning, but my days are so messed up now because of my shooting schedule, I don't even know what morning means anymore. Oh, you guys want to know what I thought about as I was falling off this building? My brain went into panic mode. The last thing that my stupid brain could come up with before I died, won't they be sorry? What I just kept going back to that moment at the ICU, the intensive care unit, where my mom looked up to me and she said, "I see you. I see you." Jesus Christ, we were in the intensive care unit. She was just reading the sign. My mother is dead now, and everything is worse, because I know I will never have a mother that would look across the room and say, "Bojack Horseman, I see you." But I guess it's good to know. I guess it's good to know that no one is ever looking out for me. There never was, and there never will be. It's good to know that maybe I'm the only one that I can depend on. So it's good that my mother is dead. Maybe there's no point in beating a dead horse. Beatrice Horseman was born on 1938. She died in 2018, and I have no idea what she wanted. Unless she just wanted what everybody else wants, to be seen. Is this funeral parlor B?
in the night.